Hi, we're going to talk about how to support tomatoes using a twining or basket weave method. Now, the reason we support our tomatoes is to try to get them off the ground. If you have them on the ground, they're likely to get rotten, or the tomatoes could have little critters eat them. The leaves, we want to try to get those bottom leaves off the ground because there's more likely to be diseases if your tomatoes are spread all over the whole ground. So this method we've already done a couple of layers, and it's just going to go back and forth, from weaving back and forth and hold it in just like you would weave a basket. So we use supports, and here we've used metal stakes. You could use wood. You want to get them at least as tall as what you think your tomatoes are going to get. So today they're about 6 foot, and then you think about how that you're going to have some of that stake underground too. So when you find your stakes, now what we're going to do is we're going to take string, and it can be either a synthetic like this one, which is pretty strong, or you could use an organic one that will rot when it's done and you don't have to remove it. The synthetic we will have to remove at the end of the season. Now what you do is you tie your string in at the end, and then you're going to choose one direction or another. You can go in front or back. You just make your choice. So here we're going to go on this side over here. And we've gone about 6 inches higher than what we were the last time we twined. Now we're going to come back on this side. That's about as high as we can go. And this one's not very high. And now we're going to go on the other side. So we go back and forth. And we're going to go on this side here. And then when we get to the next stake, and you can put your stakes, you can do every other. This one we put 3 in between. You can do 2 in between. You can do just a stake between every tomato if you want to. I wouldn't go more than 3. Okay, now I'm going to go around my stake. I like to go a couple times because I want this to be pretty strong. And then I also like to bring it around here. Okay, now I'm going to come here. I'm going to go one side here, back on the other side here, and around our stake. And I really like to support this, and I'll sometimes tie it. So we will go around, and then I'm going to put a little tie in there because I want that pretty tight. And back around. Okay, so now let's see. Whoops. Okay, so now we're going to go on this side of it, and back on the opposite side of what it was. And we're going to get that tomato so it stays up. I'm to my stake, so I'm going to go around and support that string. And if you want, you can even go around it and make a little tie just to make it really tight. Okay, now I was on your side over here. I'm going to come back on this side. This side, and now this one's got a lot to pull up. We're gonna support that baby. Good morning, Taylor. And right over here, we're gonna tie that in, and I can tie this off, or let me tie it and I'll show you what we can do. There's the string in. Get that pretty secure because we're going to end it here. But if I wanted to go up higher, I bring my string up, bring it around, about 6 inches up, and I can start another row. But this is as high as we're going to go this time. Thank you.